Trustee Ely is absent due to a death in the family. He did call in and express his gratitude for not being able to make it to the meeting. Trustee Tierney.
Present.
Trustee Jones is absent. Mayor Thompson.
Here.
Trustee Horn.
Here.
Trustee Abraham.
Here.
Trustee Brown Marino.
Here.
Madam President, you have a quorum. Can we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May we all pause for a moment of silence? Thank you. Item 2, public comments. Madam President, we have none at this time. Item 3, communications. We've got one announcement for this Thursday, September 27th, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. We did mention this at the last board meeting. The Broadview Public Safety Open House. Please join the fire department and police department for live demonstrations, equipment presentations, safety information, and much more. Our grand finale is a burn structure to show the importance of smoke detectors and sprinklers. The explorers will be raising money for camp with a food table. Please come hungry and support the kids. Again, this is the Broadview Safety Open House, Broadview Public Safety Open House, Thursday, September 27th, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And Chief, that's going to be at the firehouse, correct? Thank you. Next item on the agenda. Item 4, consideration to approve the following minutes. And let me just say, board, before the approval or the consideration, I have received corrections for the minutes to reflect the first line item to say regular as opposed to, special as opposed to saying regular. These are the minutes from September 10th, 2018. We're going to do those second. So this consideration is minutes from the August 20th, 2018 regular board meeting. Motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve minutes.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Abraham. Madam President.
Trustee Tierney?
No, I don't.
Trustee Horn? Nothing. Trustee Abraham?
None.
Trustee Brown Marino?
I don't have anything.
Okay, roll call, Madam President.
Yes.
Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Brown Marino,
Yes.
Trustees Jones and Ely are absent. Madam President, this carries 4-0. Next item, minutes from the September 10th, 2018 special board meeting.
Make a motion to accept with that change that you made.
Second.
Thank you, Trustees Tierney, who motioned it, Abraham, who seconded it. Madam President.
Trustee Tierney? Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Trustee Abraham?
None.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Nothing.
Roll call, please.
This roll call. Trustee Tierney.
Yes.
Trustee Horn.
Yes.
Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Brown Marino.
Yes.
Trustees Ely and Jones are absent. Madam President, this carries 4-0. Next item, item 5, consideration to approve expenditures. Grand total of all funds, $997,713.54.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Abraham, seconded by Trustee Horn. Madam President.
Madam Chair of the Finance Committee, would you like to read the warrant list for us, please?
Yes, Madam Mayor. Our first one is L. Warren Oil Company Incorporated, $2,711.69. Alfred G. Ronan Ltd., $4,000. AMJ Towing and Recovery, $4,100. Baker Tilly Furcaw Cross LLP, $25,000. Commonwealth Edison, $2,652.51. Edwin Hancock Engineering, $66,576.50. FGM Architects, $26,734.76. Geno's Heating and Plumbing, $14,045. Groot Incorporated, $2,875. Heritage Broadview LLC, $124,890.54. Markham Real Estate, $26,542.06. Mecca Tree Service Incorporated, $4,600. Montana and Welch LLC, $8,020.43. Motorola, $12,886.16. Riley Construction, $606,955.31. Sheriff's Work Alternative Program, $5,000. Tier Point LLC, $5,775. Verizon Wireless, $3,140.83. West Central Municipal Conference, $9,486.98. West Cook County Solid Waste Agency, $12,099.97. Windstream, $3,534.26. Our total expenditures over $2,500 is $971,627. Our total expenditures is $997,713.54. Our percentage of total is 97%.
Trustee Tierney?
I have nothing.
Trustee Horn?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
None.
Trustee John Marino?
I have nothing.
Can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Yes.
Madam President, this carries 4-0 to pay the bills. Next item, item 6, village officer reports. Village officer reports are given at every second meeting of the month, starting with the building department. Commissioner David Upshaw.
Good morning, Mayor, or good evening, Mayor, Board, residents.
It's been a long day.
You can tell it's been a long day for me. Before you this evening, you have 3 businesses, and I'd just like to give you a brief description of each business. Blue Lily LLC, which is located at 2523 South 17th. It's a home-based business, and they sell hair, or will be selling hair and beauty products online. The second business is Energetic Intentions, located at 2100 South 19th Avenue. That is also a home-based business dealing with the healing. It says healing sessions and space smudging. I don't know what that is, but
Say it again, I'm sorry.
it deals with in-home healing sessions.
In-home eating. Is that what he said?
So is it like vitamins or is it,
Vitamins and mental and physical therapy.
are they licensed to do
Yeah.
that?
It says, I see hair and beauty product.
That's for the Blue Lily.
That's Blue Lily.
That's a professional background.
There is no state license attached.
It's nothing to table down.
I can find out if there
Yeah.
should be, but
Healing
my
arts.
initial
If they want
conversation was it
therapeutic
wasn't
type
required,
stuff, they
it's
have
more
to be
therapeutic.
Licensed to do
Healing
massage
arts, yes.
therapy, any type of certified therapist program, they have to be licensed.
I will look into that and get back with you.
Mr. Upshaw, did you say that was the Energetic Intentions?
Yes. 2100 South 19th Avenue.
Okay.
Healing Arts, says Reiki
It's
healing
holistic.
sessions and space
We need to be more
smudging.
specific than the
Space
license.
smudging.
You don't think it's a holistic type where they?
Yeah, we shouldn't have to guess.
Yeah.
Well, that, I mean, a month or so he was here, I can ask him to come back, I also
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
with some additional information.
And credentials too.
And then lastly, 1909 West Roosevelt Road, Boost Mobile. It has a new owner, Aru Roosevelt Incorporated. So the business is the same. The previous owner sold the business to Aru Roosevelt Inc., selling new cell phone accessories, and you can make monthly bill payments. Those are the 3 businesses before you this evening for consideration. Secondly, as it relates to the invoice, we have 1 outstanding invoice for Ridderford Roofing. As I tell any of the residents or any of the business owners who are having work done, specifically any type of roof installation, that you should hold on to the final payment, especially, it all depends on when you get the roof done. When we got the roof done, there was no rain, so how do we know if it's working or not? So it's rained a couple of times, we had a couple of serious rainstorms, and the roof has held up well. So I have their final payment, that will be before you probably at the next board meeting. Thirdly, Mayor Thompson is aware of this. You know that we're going through the renovation of the 911 building, as well as the new addition of the 911 center, as well as the renovation of the building department and the village hall as a whole. As it relates to the building department, soon we'll have windows and a new actual structure. But I wanted to share this with you. The mayor is aware of this. The glass block that's been there probably for the last 25 or 30 years was not supported by anything. And when they actually took all the surrounding drywall and materials from the glass block window, it was bowing, and it was just a matter of time that it either would have fell in and done enormous damage to the building department or fell out and possibly harmed somebody. So it was an unsupported structure. I just want to share that with you. And lastly, there's been some questions about B&F as well as the inspections and our building inspector. I am in the process of taking a look at B&F inspections and the cost of those inspections versus the cost of which the village charges for inspections. And I should have some information for you in the upcoming months, hopefully in October. Mayor, board, residents, that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Tierney?
I have nothing. Thank you.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing, thank you.
Trustee Abraham?
None.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Nothing.
Thank you. Commissioner Upshaw?
Sir, next, village officer report, finance department, finance director Tim Hicks.
Good evening, board, residents. I'll be brief as I want to run through the report and most importantly have our bond team come up and talk about the issuance of the bonds. Before you, you have an updated report. We collected a significant amount of property taxes in the last couple of weeks, so I wanted to make sure that that was included so that we have a great reflection of, or a more accurate reflection of all the revenue that came in through August 31st, 2018. For the month of August, we had revenue of $1.5 million versus expenses of $848,000, which is a net surplus of $859,000 for the month of August. Year to date for 4 months of August, we had revenue of $5.4 million versus expenses of roughly a little over $4.4 million. At that point, at this point, for 4 months, we have a surplus of $1.3 million. So if you look at year-to-date budget, based on a straight line, we would expect that revenues would have came in at around $5.2 million. So we're ahead of the 4-month pace of about $200,000. And at this point, we would expect, based on a straight line budget of probably about 4 months of $4.9 million, and we haven't been spending according to that flat line basis. So we are favorable to budget year to date of about $882,000. If there's no any, are there any questions at this point?
Trustee Tierney?
Do you have a percentage of the property tax collected and given to us?
I do not. I can get that to you, though.
Thank you.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing, thanks.
Trustee Abraham?
None.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Can we get another budget versus actual report? We haven't got anything like that since the end of the fiscal year. You know, the report by GL lines of what we've
That's
spent versus
included.
what's budgeted.
I send that to the clerk every month, along with this report.
It's on
It's the next tab.
It's the second worksheet, so you gotta
So
click
that's
on
the
the
detail
worksheet for the details,
Okay,
but it is sent.
every month.
okay, thank you.
At this time, I'll put you on.
Do you get anything else, Trustee Brown Marino?
No.
Okay, yeah, it's the second worksheet.
Thank you, Finance Director Hicks. I am Tom Reedy with George K. Bauman Company. I was here at the village's board meeting at the beginning of August, the first meeting in August. As you know, the board passed a bond ordinance, a parameters bond ordinance at that meeting for not to exceed $12 million to complete many of the renovation projects that are going on right here at Village Hall. So I'm here tonight just to give a brief report on how the bond sale went. We did go to market on the 28th of August, and then the bonds closed on the 6th of September. So the village received proceeds, net proceeds of just over $11 million for projects. on the 6th of September when the bond issue closed. The final par amount of the bonds that was issued was $10,845,000. All of the bonds were issued with coupons of 5%, but because the market interest rates are significantly lower than that at this time, there was significant premium generated on the sale date, and we were able to produce just over $11 million in proceeds for projects, enough to fund a capitalized interest fund through 2020, and then pay all costs of issuance of the bonds with a final par amount of $10,845,000. The final interest rate, the true interest cost on the issue was 3.88%, and we did receive very strong reception in the marketplace for the village's bonds. I would say a good amount of that was due to the village's improved bond rating. The village's rating did get upgraded from an A+ to a AA- stable. So that was a very good result from S&P, and that did help to lower those borrowing costs for the village. I did bring copies of the bond order. There will also be a full transcript of documents related to the bond sale, but I did bring copies of the bond order. I can leave with the clerk and pass out to you. So with that, that was just a brief kind of recap on how the sale went. As I said, we had a very strong reception. Actually, the 10-year through the 15-year maturities, we had subscription in between 4 and 5 times for those maturities, so we were able to really drive the price lower in those maturities where we had very strong demand. So that sums it up for me. I'm happy to entertain any questions.
Trustee Tierney?
I don't have any. Thank you for the report, though.
Trustee Horn?
No, it makes perfect sense. Thank you.
Trustee Abraham?
None.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Well, so we've got the payments here for December 1st each year. I mean, obviously, we're just now looking at this. So the payments that we're showing here, they're as of December 1st. Is there also a June 1st payment each year?
There is a June 1st payment each year. Those are the maturities. Those are the principal maturities.
Right.
And you see it's got a maturity December 1st of each year, so starting in 2023, and then it's got the interest rate. And then if you flip back another page or
Okay,
so,
on page
you'll see
2.
that there's the actual, those are the annual amounts, but when the debt service is payable, it is semi-annual interest payment, so there is a June 1st and a December 1st payment.
So on page 3 is where the total payments for the year are.
Correct.
Anything else, Trustee Brown Marino? Thank you, Mr.
Not
Reed.
for him, no.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for doing a good job for us. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Next item on the agenda is the village officer report from the fire department, Chief Tracy Kinney.
I'm just gonna do this. Good evening, Mayor, trustees, and residents. This is my report for August 2018. During the past month, we responded to 230 emergency calls. Those calls included 2 box alarm fires in Maywood and 2 fires, a total of 4 fires, but 2 went to the box alarm level. We also had a car fire in town. Our contract calls, we had 52 calls to Loyola, 22 calls to Hines. Tonight you'll see on the agenda, we do have an agreement, not a contract, but an agreement with Hines to continue our EMS services. Our relationship with Hines is very strong. In fact, 2 Saturdays ago, one of our trainings was that we went there with our TRT team. Every time they're changing a building over there, they invite us over to do any kind of activities that we would do to improve our skills. So the entire division went over there and worked. It was great. Fire Prevention Bureau, 162 total monthly activities and 101 violations were cited. Also in the Fire Prevention Bureau, we put out the robocall in regards to the death of the 10 children due to no fire working smoke detectors. So to date, we have installed now 80 homes with smoke detectors in this village. So we have no reason not to do this. This is thanks to the hard work of Anthony Monks. He has 2 to 4 scheduled a day up until December 10th. Up until December 10th, so people are taking full advantage of this. Remember, it's a grant, and it's a great opportunity, and there's really no excuse in this village for something like that to happen. Again, training, we had our two most junior firefighters attended advanced firefighter training in Romeoville, so now our entire department is advanced firefighters. We did the National Night Out. I was fortunate enough to attend the International Fire Chiefs Conference, and even more fortunate, the Great Lakes Fire Chiefs paid for it. I am now the representative for the Women's Fire Chief Council for them. So it's a wonderful thing, and it's wonderful that it wasn't tax dollars. They paid for it. Our billing for this month, we billed $35,150 for Loyola Hospital, $13,800 for Heinz VA, $950 for Catholic Charities, for a total of $49,000 in the month of August. And that is my report.
Thank you, trustee Terry.
I have no comments. Nice job.
Thank you.
Trustee Holt.
Nothing, thank you.
Trustee Abraham.
Yes, I do. I want to commend Inspector Monks.
Gets it every time.
I mean, I've run into a few residents out in the shoppings, and they all said they've been calling, so I'm so glad that the numbers are jumping, and I'm glad that grant is paying off. And again, it saves lives.
And this is risk reduction for this village, you know? It's really made a huge difference putting Anthony in that position. I'm
Yes.
very proud of him and all the, I mean, the pre-plans he's finished out, and now he's gone into risk reduction. And this will be his time up until, I believe, the end of March. That was his stint. He was gonna do 2 years of this. And the difference he made in 2 years is tremendous.
It's
And I appreciate his
very
work.
commendable to your department, and just his time and how he speaks to everybody and how he explains it. I thought that was just, you know, just made it even easier to accept it.
He's
I
good
said,
like
and he
that.
Yeah, he's definitely into it, so I appreciate that, and I'm sure our residents do, so thank
Great.
you.
Thank you.
Trustee Barberino.
I just want to echo that. I swung by the fire department to drop off some fruit, and he cornered me, and he is so enthusiastic about this. I mean, absolutely.
He is, you can see,
Yeah.
he enjoys talking about it. And next time you swing by the fire department, anybody, our floor's done, and it looks
Yes.
amazing. But the best time to come see it would be open house.
Yes.
It'll be totally exposed, everyone can see it.
What's the date for open house?
Open house is the 27th,
27.
Thursday of next week, from 5 to 8. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, I get it.
And so before you leave, Chief Kitty, can you talk about the collection, or is it still too premature with National Van Lines that you guys
Okay.
are doing?
No, I'll do it.
Okay.
So I'm sure everyone remembers what we did for Texas last year. National Van Lines approached me and said, "You want to do it again?" So we are going to fill one semi for North Carolina for Wilmington because they were hit the hardest. What we are going to do is I will put an announcement out on Facebook tomorrow, and I will send it out through, I'll probably do a robocall and let everybody know. It'll be in the front of our building. Everyone can drop it off on their own. If we're out on a call, you can just leave it next to the truck and we'll put it in there later. But we are only taking certain items this time. I've learned my lessons. We are only taking bottled water, packaged, canned goods, packaged or boxed, diapers, formulas, packaged or boxed, and pet food, so dog food or cat food. And that is it. That is all we can handle. No wool sweaters for Texas, you know. So that's where the cutoff's gonna be. We will turn people away with other things. It just makes more sense to get them exactly what they need because they are on a peninsula, so getting to them is very difficult. So
Thank you.
I'm sorry, could you repeat what those items are again?
the items are any canned goods that are boxed or packaged, baby formula boxed or packaged, pet food as in dog food or cat food, diapers, and bottled water packaged but in any form. You can get the gallon bottles or you can do the bottled drinking water.
So
So-
not individual cans, but what you mean by package?
You know, people
Case.
drop off just cans. It has to be something that we can put on a truck and we don't have to stabilize.
Case.
We don't have to
Like a
wrap, like,
case.
remember
Got it.
last time we were wrapping everything? We don't have to wrap it. We could just stack it all in there.
Okay.
So, and again, I stress that National Van Lines called and said, hey, let's partner together on this again. They were so great last year and hopefully we'll do a good thing again this year.
They're a good partner.
So they are, they're an excellent partner.
Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Next item on the agenda, Village Officer Report, Police Department, Chief Kevin Ugley.
Good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
For the month of August, we responded to 1,350 calls for service. The Detective Division were assigned 43 cases, 23 were cleared. So for the year, 240 cases to detectives, 196 have been cleared. Some events that we attended, the Lindop Back to School Parade, Gold Star Family Event at Brookfield Zoo. The Rains held out for National Night Out, and we did a state mandated lockdown drill at Lindop School. So we got that completed. Some of the training we did was SRT SWAT training, drug driving detection. Officer Larson is now a certified bike officer, so he went through his 32-hour certification and close quarter handgun skills. You may have seen as you came up, the walls are up on the building. They have the face brick up also. All the floors have been poured, so pretty much all the jackhammering is done, hopefully. It's been rough, but it's going to be great once it's done. Officer Sanchez, actually, we had a call of a man down in an area in town, and Officer Sanchez noticed the subject was exhibiting signs of an overdose and was able to administer Narcan, and once again brought a person back from an overdose. There was a traffic detail I forgot on the last month, but we have one in July. We have basically it's just to see if people are complying with the cell phones and the seatbelt check. So we are at 17th and Baton. And for those 3.5 hours, we issued 32 citations and made 6 arrests. So people it's mainly the cell phones. You know, they're still on those cell phones, basically. Just a reminder, McHero's, we're gonna team up with the fire department. We will be serving food, serving the patrons at McDonald's, and a portion of the proceeds will go to various charities.
When is that, Chief?
October 25th, from 5 to 8 p.m.
Thank you, sir.
National Emergency Alert Systems. FEMA, let me see if I get this here. FEMA, along with the federal FCC, Federal Communications Commission, they're going to be doing a test on cell phones. This is going to be on September 20th. It's going to be at 1:18 p.m. So most large carriers are going to have this. So it is going to be an alert. It's going to be similar to that. You see the TV thing like this is only a test. It's going to be on the cell phone. So we're expecting to be, you know, get heavy call loads, but it is just a test. It's going to be.
What's going on?
Huh?
I can hear him now. What's
going
going
to
on?
be? Yeah. So it's supposed to last for a couple minutes, and it's just a way to see the readiness for everybody. Also, so this will be basically the last meeting here. I'm sure someone's going to announce that. And so what's going to happen is the whole lobby is going to be shut down. So this week we're going to be putting up a big yellow call box in the front there. It's going to be affixed to the pole near the water box, the water bill drop. That's going to be the call box to call our dispatch center. So once you call the dispatch, if a resident comes in, needs to talk to the police, call the dispatch center, and we'll have a squad meet them in the front lot. So it would be a bright yellow box, and we'll have it all labeled and everything. And that's my report, Mayor.
Thank you, Chief. Trustee Kennedy?
Yeah, Cook County Court disbursements, what are those, Chief?
Tickets.
Tickets?
Yeah.
Tickets with Cook
Yeah.
County?
So, when it goes to court, it could be the overweights, truck overweights, and citations.
Okay.
Yeah. And it comes, usually, if you'll see it, it's every other month.
Yeah, I
You'll
saw
see
that.
1 month, you'll
Didn't
see,
have one last month.
yeah, you'll see nothing, and then the next month, you'll see the
Okay,
funds.
thank you.
Trustee Horn?
What type of announcements are we making related to the permits for the overnight parking?
That's, we got that today, I have to approve it.
Okay.
We're gonna send out mailers, and it's gonna be on the website.
Okay.
The printer right now has the permits. I still have to get it with Director Ames, because the signs are in, we just have to get them up.
Okay, do we have a date we're working towards?
October 1st.
That's it, thank you.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes, just want to say you guys did a nice job at the National Night Out. So, and again, you know, working with the fire department as well, I think it was an excellent, you know, I saw you guys, had that tug of war.
See the
going.
tug of war?
I saw the tug of war. So, you know, I have to say.
And I didn't bring that up either. I was just,
Okay,
there was a
well,
tug of war,
all right.
so.
What was it, 2 out of 3?
I don't know.
think?
Should've
2
been,
out of
no.
3 against the fire department you had?
No, it was tied.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think
tied.
so. I don't think so. But no, it was nice. It was a nice turnout.
Thank you.
We had a lot of our businesses, thanks to the mayor as well, to be reaching out. So I thought it was a real nice community event, and just being there that late with the kids and stuff like that. So
The weather
again,
held up perfect.
you know, it was good. I thought it was excellent. So thank you again, Chief.
Trustee Brown Marino?
I have nothing. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Hughley.
Yes.
Just for the record, what are the dates that the call box will be in effect and the lobby closed?
It's gonna be coming up this week. So the lobby's gonna be officially closed on the September 25th, I believe. Monday's the 24th. So the 25th, just so you know, Mayor, also, there are gonna be, may have like oral interviews for our police tests, but the lobby itself will be shut down, and all the village business will be across the way on the 24th.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, next item on the agenda, Public Works Department, Director Matt Ames.
How you doing? Good evening,
Good
Mayor,
evening.
trustees, and residents.
Tell
My name
us
is
who you
Jeffrey
are.
Glenn.
That don't look like Director Ames to me.
My name is Jeffrey Glenn. I'm the former of the Public Works Department, filling in for Director Ames tonight. I'm reporting for the month of August. Thank you. In the month of August, we had 11 street complaints. 6 of them were potholes, 4 sidewalk repairs, and 1 sinkhole complaint. As far as forestry, we had 22 forestry complaints, 13 were trimming, 1 dead tree complaint, 1 stump removal, and 4 branch pickups, and 3 parkway restorations. We've had 2 animal control complaints, 2 fly dumping complaints. We've had 2 water main breaks, one on 18th Avenue and 19th Street. The other was located at 2300 of 14th Avenue. The PACE program, we provided 375 rides in the month of August. We've had some departmental days taken off. We have 7 sick days, 19 vacation days, 6.5 personal days, and 1 bereavement day. That concludes my report for this evening.
Thank you. Trustee Tierney?
I have nothing, thank you.
Trustee Horn?
I don't know if you can answer this or not, but at the last committee meeting for street sidewalks and alleys, we got a lot of people that had complaints and concerns, and that information was taken up at the meeting and was supposed to go to Public Works to be resolved. Do you know if that information is reflected in this report?
Not as of right now. I can
No,
get
that's
back to you at
August.
the next meeting.
I'm sorry?
I don't have the answer for you right now. I can
Okay.
get back to you.
No,
at the
but
next
I
meeting.
can tell you it's not reflected in that report because the report is for the previous month, August, and you're in September, so
Okay,
you
right.
just had the meeting in September. So it should be reflected in the September report from the director.
Okay, do you know if they captured that information?
Yes, you have, but I have to get
Okay.
back to you.
Thank you.
Anything else, Trustee Horn?
No.
Trustee Abraham?
2 things. One, the stump removals, I thought they've done, I've seen a lot of them being done, so I thought that was a good job, because that cleaned up really good, so
Thank you.
got that taken care of. The other thing is, if residents are still cutting down branches of their trees or anything, do you guys prefer it to be close to the edge of the street for you guys to pick it up, or should they just leave it in their yard? What do you guys normally recommend when you guys come through, and on what day, I guess? Or is it just random?
We usually do a brush pickup on Mondays and Fridays.
Mondays and
And we
Fridays?
prefer you put it on the parkway, that way the guys can pick it up efficiently, so.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That's it.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Yeah, can you tell us a little something about the sinkhole complaint?
We've only had 1 sinkhole complaint in the month of August.
No, I see that there was one, but do you know anything about it?
I don't have
Where it
the,
was?
I don't have the location here right now. I can get back to you at the next meeting.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
The next item is the Administrative Department, Village Administrator Leticia Jones.
Good evening, Mayor, Board, Trustees, and residents.
Evening.
My report for August 2018, just so everybody knows, is that the administration and the building department will be moving over to the fire department, and we'll be there from September 24th, which is Monday, through April 2019. With that being said, when it comes to our water department payments, we still are encouraging residents and homeowners to please pay online. I know as questions has been brought up, okay, with that 1%, how does that affect our residents? Every money that is put towards the fee for the 1% goes back to, for us to maintain that equipment. We are moving forward, and we're gonna have our POS system of where we're gonna get those portable, where they can pay with the credit card services. We're accepting all payments, so that's through MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and Discover, and that goes live as of October 1st. So we'll be taking that. When it comes to our payments, we are still have the drop box outside for our residents who wants to still drop it off, because we'll be going out there in order to pick up payments twice a day, just so everybody know. We also have our clerk that's going to be right there when you come into the firehouse. She's right there at the front desk, so she will be taking payments as well. And also, we're still going to accept our mail, so they still can mail in their payments as well. When it comes to our ePay service, which is our credit card company, just so everybody knows that the Illinois ePay was partnered up with Forte. They've changed it. Now they're going through JetPay, okay? That transition is not gonna adjust, or it's not gonna hurt our village. What it's gonna do is gonna make us so that we're able to accept all credit card services, and of where they're going to help us as far as with our POS systems. It is no encumbered extra cost to our village. It's only going to bring us to the new millennium as far as to grow us as a village. So I've had residents who saying, okay, you know what, why don't we have this credit card service? Why we don't have the POS system? And it is coming as of October 1st, just so everybody knows. I have great news. Our employee handbook, thank you. Our employee handbook is in our final completion. I want everybody to know our final completion, and of where I gave it out to the department heads in order for them to do their final review. That is due back to me as far as October 3rd. Then I will present it to the mayor and of course the board of trustees so that it can be put on the agenda for the second board meeting in October. And mayor and trustees, that concludes my report.
Thank you, trustee Tierney.
Nope, very busy, thank you.
Trustee Horn.
Nothing.
Trustee Abraham.
No, none.
Trustee Brown Moreno.
No, nothing, thank you.
Trustee Evans.
One more thing, Mayor. I want everybody to know, we are getting the word out, just so you know. We put it on our bills, letting the residents know that, yes, we are moving, but we're still keeping up with the water bill payments. We also have it on our website, a big notice, and we're doing a robocall. So I want everybody to know that. We're keeping our residents and our community informed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next item on the agenda is item 7, old business. We have none. Item 8, new business. A, the motion to authorize the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners to proceed with the promotion of Brian Sullivan to the rank of lieutenant for the fire department of the Village of Broadview, State of Illinois, due to a lieutenant vacancy.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Tierney, seconded by trustee Abraham. Madam President, open for discussion.
Trustee Tierney.
No, just tell Brian, congratulations.
Thank you. Trustee Horn.
Nothing.
Trustee Abraham.
None.
Trustee Brown Moreno.
No, I have nothing.
Can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
trustee Horn,
Yes.
trustee Abraham,
Yes.
trustee Brown Moreno,
Yes.
trustees Ely and Jones are absent. Madam President, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, item B, a resolution approving an amended mutual aid agreement for the Northern Illinois Police Alarm System for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Tierney, seconded by trustee Abraham. Madam President?
Trustee Tierney.
I have no question.
Trustee Horn.
Nothing.
Trustee Abraham.
None.
Trustee Brown Moreno.
I just want to say that I appreciate the summary that we got about the changes between the old agreement and the new agreement.
You're welcome. Can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
trustee Horn,
Yes.
trustee Abraham,
Yes.
trustee Brown Marino,
Yes?
trustees Ely and Jones are absent. Madam President, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item, C, a resolution authorizing and approving a 911 emergency ambulance service agreement with Edward Hines Jr. VA Hospital for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Horn, seconded by trustee Abraham. Madam President?
Trustee Tierney.
I have nothing, thank you.
Trustee Horn.
Nothing.
Trustee Abraham.
None.
Trustee Brown Moreno.
Nothing?
Can we get a roll call, please?
You guys must want to see the Bears game. Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
trustee Horn,
Yes.
trustee Abraham,
Was that
Yes.
about the
trustee
Bears
Brown
game?
Marino.
Yes?
Madam President, that carries 4-0. Moving right along. Item D, consideration of an application for a business license requested by Michael Rakoff of Energetic Intentions LLC, doing business as Energetic Intentions, located at 2100 South 19th Avenue for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
I'd like to ask the board to
You're not
table
a trustee, you can't make nothing.
Yeah. Wait, is this the one? Is this the one with the holistic or not? Can we table that, man? Yeah, I make a motion to table it.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Abraham and seconded by trustee Horn to table this. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Hearing no opposition, this will be tabled, Madam Trustee, next board meeting?
Yes, please.
This will be tabled to the next board meeting. Item E, consideration of an application for a business license requested by Latria Morrow of Blue Lily LLC, doing business as Blue Lily, located at 2523 South 17th Avenue for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Properly motioned by trustee Tierney, seconded by trustee Abraham. Madam President?
Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Moore?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
We're not voting, we're just
Trustee
talking
Brown?
about discussion.
Just got nothing, right. I have
I
nothing.
thought we were voting.
I thought we were voting.
This is just
You threw us
discussion.
off.
No, I threw you off.
We can skip to
What
the
time's
vote
the
if you
game?
want.
Exactly. The clerk done messed everybody up.
You messed up. I have nothing.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Marino?
Nothing.
Would you guys like to take a vote on
Can we get a roll call, please?
Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Yes.
Madam President, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, item F, and please excuse my typo on this, it's a little change. Consideration of an application for a business license requested by James Suk of Aru Roosevelt Inc., doing business as, and it should read, Boost Mobile, located at 1909 West Roosevelt Road for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Properly motion by trustee Abraham, seconded by trustee Horn. Madam President?
Trustee Tierney?
Nothing.
Trustee Horn?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Nothing.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call?
Roll call. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Yes.
Trustees Ely and Jones are absent. Madam President, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item, G. A resolution authorizing and approving a revised intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Broadview and the County of Cook regarding the grant of transportation funds through the Invest in Cook County program for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Abraham, seconded by trustee Tierney. Madam President?
Thank you, trustee Tierney.
I have no comments.
Trustee Horn?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
None.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Well, actually, it would have been helpful to have a summary of the changes on this. We went from 75, I pulled up the one that was approved in August, and it went from 75 pages to 50 pages. I started comparing the two, and there were a lot of changes in the first section on construction, about the bidding process and what have you, and I got through about the first, I don't know, 25 pages, I guess, because that's page 20, no, I'm sorry, about the first 10 pages of this, and ran out of time. So can somebody summarize what the changes are, what this is all about?
Yes, trustee Brown Marino, I can summarize that for you. Essentially what had happened was the original contract just simply dealt with some phase 3 engineering costs. We actually, both contracts deal with phase 3 engineering costs. But the issue was that the Cook County was not aware that IDOT was actually in this relationship, and that IDOT was going to be performing some of the work, and we were engaging with IDOT to get the Braga Drive work done and to get that all rehabilitated. So they essentially requested that we amend the contract once they became aware of that. How they weren't aware of that from the beginning is still beyond me. But nonetheless, they did they became aware, and because of that, we needed to make some amendments. But the amendments were really just contractual language amendments as they relate to IDOT being in the relationship. So does that clarify it?
Actually, that makes a lot more sense now,
Okay.
because I was wondering why we were referring to IDOT with all the bidding, and now
Yes.
that makes sense.
Okay,
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Yes.
Trustees Jones and Ely are absent. Madam President, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item, item 9, applications for the authority to expend funds totaling $21,385.18. It consists of 3 different POs. We're gonna take these individually, starting with Public Safety Direct in the amount of $7,384.84 from the Police Department.
Motion to approve?
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Horn, seconded by trustee Abraham. Madam President,
Trustee
Chief, did you
Tierney?
wanna?
I have no questions.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Trustee Abraham?
None.
Trustee Brown Marino?
No.
Okay, roll call. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Brown Marino?
Yes.
Carries 4-0. Next item, Public Safety Direct. Again, in the amount of $11,568.34 for the Police Department.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Horn, seconded by trustee Abraham. Madam President?
Trustee Tierney?
I have no questions.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Trustee Abraham?
None.
Trustee Brown Marino?
No.
Roll call, trustee Tierney,
Yes.
trustee Horn,
Yes.
trustee Abraham,
Yes.
trustee Brown Marino.
Yes.
Madam President, this one carries 4-0. Lastly, 4 generations in the amount of $2,432 from the Administrative Department.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Abraham, seconded by trustee Tierney. Madam President?
Trustee Tierney?
I have no questions.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Trustee Abraham?
None.
Trustee Brown Marino?
No.
Roll call, trustee Tierney,
Yes.
trustee Horn,
Yes.
trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Brown Marino.
Yes.
Madam President, this carries 4-0. Bringing us to our next item on the agenda, item 10, village clerk. I just wanted to make an announcement again that this Thursday, the 21st, Village Hall will be closed for public. And we will be moving into the fire department and various other locations, which includes the clerk's office. I'm gonna read these dates that I read at the last meeting. September 19th. Okay. September 19th, as always on Wednesday, Village Hall closes at 2 p.m., the administrative and the building department. September 20th and 21st, which is Thursday and Friday, we will be closed all day due to the moving. We will reopen on the 24th over at the fire department. This includes the village clerk's office. Our hours again are from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. All walk-ins are welcome, but I strongly urge you to call for an appointment if you need any specific services, also for notary. On September 27th again is the fire department open house from 5 to 8. And starting October, in the first week of October, our board meetings will be held until further notice at Schroeder Park. It's still the same time, 7:30 p.m.
Beginning what date? I'm sorry. What date? October 1st.
Yeah, the first, is it October what? What's the date on that one? I forget.
October 1st is the.
Okay, October 1st. But yeah, and that address for Schroeder Park, in case you didn't know, is 2600 South 13th Avenue. That concludes my report, Madam President, which brings us to yours. Item 11, Village President Mayor Katrina Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. I'm gonna be very brief because we got a closed session tonight. That should be very brief. But I just want to say kudos on behalf of the Village of Broadview that we just received the infrastructure alley reconstruction grant from the CDBG for an amount of $300,000. So that's to reconstruct some alleys. We also will be, the county board, I think it was last week or the previous week, but we got approved for phase 1 engineering fees for the 25th Salt Creek to Roosevelt Road. So trying to implement some sidewalks so people can walk to the bus stops to get into the manufacturing. So we got approved by the county for another $170,000. So that should be coming before the board for the board to approve for that $170,000. Couple of things. So we did a launch, well, the living room, healthcare alternative systems, and I don't know if the board recall, but they did a facade program and got reimbursed like $30,000. So we became a partner with them as they did some facility upgrades. And I went to the launch last week, and it's simply beautiful on the inside. They did a really, really good job. But what it is to help those that have that need mental health support. And this is open not just for the Village of Broadview, but this is open to all of the Proviso townships. So if you know anybody that may need some services, the services are free. It's confidential. They'll go through the alleyway for confidentiality if the police or fire should come in contact with a patient so that they do have some privacy. They can enter through the back, but the information is on the back table. We are a partner with them, and we want to support those that may need some, mental health support. So this information is available in 24 hours for us. On Friday, September 28th, a meet and greet with myself and the new director, Della Reese Adams, for the Cook County Justice Advisory Council. I encourage all of those that's in, and the chief may want to invite some of his counterparts on the police side to take part in this. Because she's going to talk about how we have access to grants and funding for juvenile grants. So and I'm anticipating seeing somebody from the police department at an event that I'm hosting to get information about the grant. So it's to come learn more about violence prevention and restorative justice grants. So that's something that we can take part of and be an active member in. And then on Wednesday, September 26th, and this is, meet and greet is gonna be at the fire department. September 26th at River Edge Hospital, Trustee Horn will be sitting on the panel with the Veterans Town Hall meeting with Representative Chris Wells. So I'm encouraging our residents to come out and support not just this town hall meeting as they talk about alcoholism, drug dependency, and access and affordability, but to come out and support our very own Trustee Horn as she sits on this panel to have this discussion. Young Democrats Proviso is hosting Senior Day at Universal Soul Circus. So those seniors that want to participate in this opportunity, you can get your tickets. The information is on the flyer. It's not through this office, but we are sponsoring to help the seniors get there. So they allocated me 25 seats to be a partner with them, and so we want to make sure that our residents take advantage of those that want to go to the circus. And I'm very, 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 very excited about this program that we partnered with the Boy Scouts of America. It's called the Drone Squad, and it's for girls ages 11 to 16. So we launched it at Lindop Open House last week to see what participants we can get that want to participate in it. So Chief Kenny and myself, I don't know how we became the cheerleaders for the program, but here we are. But I'm very excited about it because it teaches the kids drone safety and FAA compliance, and at some point as they go through their education process, they have an opportunity to become FAA certified to fly drones. They learn how to manage these drones equipment, and the equipment is very expensive, and they have, the sponsor was from Collins Engineer. So they don't have to pay for nothing. It was all sponsored. When we first started the conversation, we had to raise some money. You know how that go. But I was okay with that, but then it came back on, was it Thursday or Friday? And had good news that we don't have to pay anything. All we have to do is get the kids. So what I'm doing now is we collecting the kids that may be interested, because although Chief Kenny and myself are all in on this deal, but the parents have to be committed. And if the parents are not committed to the program, the kids will not be allowed to participate, because the equipment is very expensive. We got volunteers that's at a skill level that's way beyond what I can do technology-wise, but it's giving kids an opportunity to learn some leadership and career awareness, because this is where we're going in the future through these drones. So, you know any kids, girls, that's 11 to 16 that would like to participate in this, have them call my office and get on the list. And so we're going to be having an information session probably the second week in October, and we're going to do a soft lunch because we're going to house the program in the fire department. Soft lunch in December, and then we'll do the all out when we get back in the building, when the building swap. So we'll come out and participate. I mean, I don't know if it's the age requirement, but I'm sure you can, sit in on the deal. Also, just know that our offices, and I know this was talked about, but this is so imperative that I want the community to know that it's going to be very uncomfortable for not just the people that work in the village, but the residents and the businesses that come and visit the village on a regular basis. It's going to be very uncomfortable. We're just asking you all to be very patient with us. I'm asking all the trustees to have that conversation as they interact with people. Some people may complain about it's such an inconvenience, and we understand that it's an inconvenience, but just look at the big picture. When we get back in the building, it's going to be a beautiful facility that you can be very, very proud of, that your tax dollars have worked very hard to do this transition. So although we're very uncomfortable right now in this transition, and if you go over to the police side, I mean, I'm uncomfortable for them, and I'm over here. But it's this transition and change is not always comfortable. But so I'm just encouraging us to look at the big picture, look towards April, and not like the right now moment. Today is a complaint and tomorrow is a better day. So let's just stay focused on the outcome and not the chaos that's going on. Our officers are moving to the fire department. So some people are gonna be downstairs, upstairs. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for us, but for us to have a good product and a good launch, and for things to be very easy for everyone, it was just advantageous for us to just move completely out the building and let the construction team do what they need to do to get us where we need to be, because it could have went on to summer, but it's looking like that we may be able to come in the building before April. But just know that we're still going to be streaming live, so we'll be giving regular updates as it relates to the progress of the construction. But we are all partners in this. And I just want the community to know that, just bear with us. We apologize for our dust in advance, but it's a good type of dust because the building is really gonna be simply amazing when it's completed. So that's all I have for tonight.
Okay, at this time, Madam President, we do have closed session, so I will entertain a motion to suspend and go into closed session.
Make a motion to suspend the meeting.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Abraham, seconded by trustee Tierney to suspend and go into closed session. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay.
Roll call.
Hearing no opposition, we will now go to the
Trustee,
executive session.
Abraham.
regular board meeting. Can I have a motion to reconvene the regular board meeting?
I'd like to make a motion to reconvene to our regular board meeting.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Abraham, seconded by trustee Tierney to reconvene. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Hearing none, Madam President, in executive session, we took no action. We did get direction to the attorney to move forward with one of the pending cases. And at this time, is there anything else from the board? At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Properly motioned by trustee Tierney, seconded by trustee Abraham. All in favor to adjourn, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Hearing no opposition, we are now adjourned at, what time do we have?
9:23.
9:23. Thank you.
Good night and God bless you.
That's our next board meeting will be short.